Hey, welcome again to another episode of the Pastor and the Professor. We just have a good time with
We
this.
really do. I mean, Andy jumps in the middle of whatever joke was going on, and all right, it's sort of like, all right, fellas, now we this is happening.
Yeah, Andy Raisky, our director producer. Andy is like the school teacher.
Now, how so?
Well, come on, guys, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
that's
get
true.
back
Yeah,
to the
okay.
let's get back
All
to
right.
the text.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
But how much responsibility Andy wants of what's being done?
None.
Yeah, right. I think
None.
we need to get a little bowl so he can wash his hands like Pilate.
I was just going to say he
Yeah.
Pontius Pilates this. Yeah.
I may be here, but maybe not.
Yeah,
So,
that's right.
Right.
That's
So,
right.
I mean, really,
Which
we
is
don't
why
know.
he shakes his head off.
Exactly. No, but we need Andy. So, and we really
We
do.
do.
And we appreciate it, and we need Andy.
He's great.
Otherwise, this wouldn't happen.
No.
This would be, as we said one time, we're going to end up in the same nursing home, side by side, and they'll just roll us into the common room,
They will.
stick a mic in front of us. We'll entertain ourselves all day imagining this is actually going out to people.
Exactly. And all the caregivers would just roll their
Walk
eyes
around
and
us. Just don't bother them. They'll
leave them
just,
alone.
Yeah, call them over for dinner when they're all done.
As far as I know, Andy doesn't even air these.
I know. Occasionally I go just to check, just to up the count by one. You know, it's not a big thing.
Now we're
but
up to 8.
We do it. Yeah, right. That's it. All right. You want to do the text?
Yeah. We're in Matthew
Matthew
5,
5.
and we're on verses 27 through 30.
And it better get bigger than that because right now you've got one of those optometrist eye chart
I
things
know.
going on.
So I'm reading it out of my scripture.
better than that.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to be Matthew 5, starting at 27. You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I say to you that everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away, for it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell.
Strong words.
Yeah, and I think we covered this a little bit last week, but those Beatitudes were just heartwarming.
Yes.
And now this causes you to tremble.
It really does. A little bit like when the Beatitudes turned at verse 10 to say, rejoice when you're persecuted. And we said, oh, I don't usually do that.
Right.
Well, here again, I think we've got that easy beginning. Don't commit adultery. You've heard what said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
I got that one down. I got that one
been
down.
faithful to my wife.
Right.
Yep.
And once again, he's going to go but deeper than that.
Yeah.
Just as we did, and here's the context of hatred. We said the easiest one is you never murdered anybody. No. But whether it's deeper or through the defenses that we have, he says, yeah, but I see what's going on in mind and heart.
Yeah.
Bundle of rage.
Yeah.
Well, same thing here. I see what's going on in mind and heart.
Yeah. Pharisees were about the letter of the law.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus is about the spirit of the law.
Yeah.
When you do the letter of the law, you can make it dance the dance that you want.
Right.
But when Jesus says the spirit, it's his dance. It's much deeper.
Right. The letter of the law lets you pick and choose to a degree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. And maybe in turn, I can put a letter of my own defense up against it. Right. But this is a challenge. I would tell a New Testament story. Imagine that you have Tony the tiger.
Okay.
And Tony is a mean-looking tiger. But he's in his cage. That's good.
Okay.
And he hasn't been, for some reason, I don't know why, he hasn't been fed for 3 days.
Oh.
Now he's mean and he's really hungry. But there's 2 signs up there on the either side of his door. And the signs both say, Tony has never hurt anybody.
Oh.
Which is true, right? Would you get in the cage with Tony?
No.
Because, no. Merely the fact that he's never eaten anybody yet.
I was going to say I don't want to be the reason they take the signs down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And only a fool would say, well, the sign says he's never hurt anybody. Well, yeah, but look at him. He's a bundle of rage and hunger.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what God is saying here too. If I put up that sign, I've never committed adultery, or I've never murdered anybody.
Right.
Yeah, but he sees through the bars.
There you
might
go.
say. Sees through
Nice.
the bars
Nice.
to the tiger that we are.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. So there, a thought.
And so who then can stand and say, oh, I've never done that?
Yeah, yeah. And then look at this. So if you, because right away he says, okay, and now here's what you do. You notice that verse 29 and 30 come right away as they, all right, I've convicted you with the first verse.
Yep.
Okay. Now what do I do? Boom. Well, go right away. We'll take the eye or your hand. And if they cause you a scandal,
Cut them off.
cut them off. Because wouldn't it be better to go into eternal life without one
Yeah.
than to eternal death?
Yeah. You know, I'm going to bring up Bonhoeffer.
Okay.
You know,
Our friend is right there next to you.
I think it's Bonhoeffer. I don't think, was it Lewis? I don't know, one of the two had said, take this literally.
Okay, I didn't even get my sip of water there.
I know,
Okay.
isn't it?
Okay,
I mean, take it literally. If something is causing you to sin, you got to get rid of it.
okay.
So take that literally.
But
he
it
said,
could be
this is
the
how
thing.
this is how serious this is.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So if I have trouble with alcohol, I probably shouldn't become a bartender.
No, that
Right?
would be bad.
I mean, that why put myself into that situation?
If I am prone to stealing,
Yeah.
I would say don't work in a jewelry store
Right.
with diamonds
There you go.
all around you. That would
Yep.
be so easy to.
Yep. As
slip away.
a diabetic, I should not work in a bakery.
Yeah, true.
Right?
True.
But I
Right.
would be dangerous in the bakery.
And we just had free cake over on the other side of the hallway this morning because of a birthday.
Yes,
here.
we did.
God
And-
bless birthday people who bring in
Yep,
cake.
Yep. And
Yeah.
and this one just wonderful.
There were, by the way, for our friends, 3 cakes.
Yeah, there
Three
were.
a variety of.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I hope this person has a birthday like every day
I know.
because it's just
Fantastic.
been great.
But it's all, God
Yeah,
bless her.
And I think Jesus brings up the seriousness of sin.
Right. And that's the point that I think Bonhoeffer / C.S. Lewis, whoever, take it seriously. How seriously? And I think then you and I would say in a sermon, let's take it all the way to the cross.
Yeah.
Because we're going
Yes.
to take this seriously.
Yep.
How serious does God get?
Yep.
I'll tell you, 3 hours of darkness, 6 hours of
Yeah.
deathly pain, and the death of his son.
Yeah.
He is serious.
So we don't have to pluck out an eye.
No.
We don't have to cut out a hand because Jesus was cut off
Yeah.
from the Father.
Yes. So it's that question we've said several times so far. Who would do that?
Yeah.
And every 8th grade confirmand knows Jesus is the answer.
He's the answer.
He's the answer.
He's
he
the
did
answer.
do this.
Yeah.
Or the Father did to him.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. And isn't that setting us up with like, do I want to know this Father? Well, you do now
Yeah.
because it is finished.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
The wrath,
yeah.
the payment, it's done.
Greater love has no one.
Right.
So
now you
for
can-
both
Right.
the Father and the Son.
So now we can, because we're on this side, now the sun has come back out, the light is on, God has given us peace because of his Son.
Yeah.
Now I can know this Father.
And his wounds are visible,
Yes,
right?
right.
But it's not, when I go to heaven, it's not going to be, yep, look what I had to do for you.
Yeah, exactly. Guilt City.
He's going to go to hug me. I'm going to see those. I'm going to go, oh my gosh, look at that love.
Exactly. I know. And that's, I think,
Isn't
what
that
we'll say.
amazing?
Even at a distance, while we're watching somebody who's ahead of the line
Yeah.
from us, which will there'll be many.
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
But at least you and I will say, he did that.
Yeah.
So that you and I could be here.
Yeah.
Look at the side and the hands and the feet. And isn't that amazing?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's going to be,
I've always wanted to have that image of what does his hand look like. I want a little bit of callus yet from 30 years of
Yep.
a carpenter.
Yep.
Right? 30 years of calloused hands, and then the nail mark. Those are the hands that
although
hold our
those
life.
pictures of Jesus, he has that flowing hair,
Yeah, not
just like Fabio,
yeah,
right? And
Not
he's
like-
got very pale, ruby red lips.
Yeah,
And that garment,
nah.
it's like he just got that. He
Yeah.
was at Brooks Brothers. And my goodness, does he
You're
look
looking good.
soft hands.
Yeah, no. I like you've seen it in my office, the picture of Jesus the carpenter.
Yes.
You know, and he's planing wood.
Yep.
Now, to me, that's my favorite
Yep,
one.
that's Jesus.
That's Jesus. Because, think of it, I've always loved this. If you know you're going to die on a cross, would you surround yourself with wood and nails every day of your life?
Isn't that something?
I wouldn't.
No.
I'd get as far away from that.
Yeah.
But every single day, he picks up a beam,
Gets a sliver.
And knows exactly what's coming.
Yeah.
And he stays to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would run the other way and said, okay, if I need to do that when I'm 33, circa 33, call me when I'm 33, but not surround me.
No,
does.
I'm not going to be an electrician if I know I'm getting the
exactly.
chair.
Or I said, if I know I'm going to drown as my death, I'm not a commercial fisherman out on Lake Michigan. No. I'm going to live in somewhere really dry.
Yeah.
But so he willing to lose everything, not just an eye or a hand, but for our sake.
Yeah.
He does all those things.
And the movie The Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
Diane and I had a chance to go to a preview of it.
Wow.
With Mel Gibson was there.
Whoa.
And he talked about making the movie and so forth. And, he kind of said, you can show the physical pain, but you can't demonstrate the pain of being separated from the Heavenly Father.
Right. Who could really both deliver, my God, why have you forsaken me? And give us an insight into what's it like when you are God and are, let's just use his language, forsaken by the one with whom you are one God.
Yeah.
I mean, that's deeper. None of us can
No, you can't.
trace that.
And how do you put that on film?
Yeah. No. And its depth is like a silo of what? Shame, sorrow, pain. Now we know he comes also and says, into your hands I commend my spirit.
Right.
Wonderful image.
Yep.
And those hands do catch him.
Yeah.
So he could give the promise to the thief, today you'll be with me in paradise.
Right.
His hands will catch you also. You'll come with me.
Yeah. He starts off his words on the cross with, Father, forgive them.
Yep.
He ends with, Father, into your hands. But right in the middle, my God, my God. So it's it's like if a child was going to court after committing a heinous crime, and the dad was the judge.
Ooh.
You don't walk up and say, "Hey, Pop,
come on,
Your Honor."
A little slack.
Yeah.
Yep.
So here he stands before his heavenly Father, but he stands before the Judge of all time with my sins on him.
Exactly, and he can't even plead not guilty because for our sake, he must accept those. He made him to be sin.
Yeah.
Who knew no sin.
Yeah.
Not just carry, but to
become
that. Yep. Right? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
If you see something, there's trash on the sidewalk. You didn't put that McDonald's wrapper on there. You pick it up, and if anybody sees that, you want to make a disclaimer. I didn't drop this here. No, I'm the good person picking it up.
Yep.
But they might see you with that and say, well, what kind of person just throws their trash out and maybe picks it up only because I saw you.
There you go.
But he takes all the sins of the world, of which he had no connection or tie, says, put them on me. Yeah. Make them mine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Willingly.
And then still trusting that Father to catch him. If you fall and nobody catches you, would you get up and fall again? One of those trust falls.
Yeah.
You do the trust fall and nobody catches you. Ow, that hurt.
Yeah.
Would you get back up again?
I'm looking for new friends.
Yeah. And by the way, things haven't gotten better. Because when he says, into your hands I commend my spirit, now death is right there.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like, well, I'm getting better. I'm feeling better. No. It's worse.
Yeah.
I'm at the very end, done, but I trust you.
Yeah.
Jesus is the author and perfecter of faith, Hebrews 12.
Yep.
And if you say, how hard is it to have faith when you're already God? I'd say the cross.
Well, exactly. And, we could say, well, okay, he knew how it ended.
Yeah. Right.
That does not take away. He also knew how it would be before it ended.
Yeah. It's one thing to know the ending, but to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he equally knew what was going to happen, which made it all the worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really think the Garden of Gethsemane.
Yeah.
You're sweating blood.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And it's because he knew precisely
what's coming.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just, I can teleport myself to the end,
Yeah.
and let's just call it good.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I ran marathons back in the day, and you'd have people who bought into the closing.
I drove 26 miles once.
It's a good thing. But people look at the ending pictures.
Yeah. Crossing the finish line.
Right.
Oh.
And there's always a company who takes your picture all through the race.
Okay.
And they are sure taken at the end. And then, of course, then they'll send you the picture. Here's how you look at the end, you know. And I never looked good. I don't have a single finish line picture from all those marathons because I always look terrible. I look, but some people look really good. I mean, they're coming through and they are fantastic.
Yeah.
So if you've never run a marathon, that's the picture you have. I want to run one so I can be that triumphant.
Yep.
I'm going to get a big 8x10 glossy. They'll be happy to sell you one and put that up
on Facebook.
Right. But getting to that moment, yes, you can put your hands up and look. You'll look better than I ever did. But it's getting there because mile 20 and 22 and 24 are really nasty. Yeah, that's the thing. He did not simply have the triumph of resurrection and immediately to that. We cannot imagine what he went through to get there.
Nobody has ever experienced what he experienced.
He was alone.
Yeah.
The loneliness of that.
Yeah, because God's
moment.
promise to us, I'm with you always.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
For Jesus, it was...
Not now. Can you imagine the snarky thoughts and maybe words, we don't know what they were, of his enemies? If they stayed around for that time, it's one thing to hear him speak positively of the Father.
Yeah.
You know, Father, forgive them. There's a connection. You said at the end, there's a connection into your hands.
Yeah.
They must have loved this sense of abandonment.
Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. Listen, he's calling for Elijah.
Yeah.
You guys don't even get it.
No. Yeah.
You flunked Hebrew.
He's just quoting some random psalm you're thinking.
Right.
Which is a very sad thing, and so his mind tricked him into that.
Yeah.
But you have no idea. Don't you want to come up to him and say, friend, you have no idea? In that sense, friend, at this moment, your soul is being saved for eternity.
Yeah.
If you would but hear those words. Yeah. That's, I guess, what we hope, is that others or the Spirit tells us, remember, here's where it turned.
Yep.
And you are saved.
Yep. What a deep question. Why have you forsaken me? And it's not because Jesus didn't know the answer.
No.
He was a good rabbi. Mm-hmm. Rabbis always teach by asking questions.
Right.
The way we answer the question determines our eternal existence. So the Roman could say, I know why your God's forsaken you. You're a failed revolutionary.
Yes, exactly. Hopeless.
The Pharisee, the church leader, I know why God's forsaken you. You're a blasphemer.
Exactly.
And we would be able to say, I know why you were forsaken. As the song would say, you were forsaken so that I'm forgiven.
Okay.
Yeah. And and to not believe in Jesus literally is to say, thanks anyway, but I can do hell all on my own.
Yes. Wouldn't that be terrible?
And you can.
No.
It's just eternal and painful, and you never get out.
Yes. This moment of father-son breakup is neither father nor son. It's the ultimate breakup, but it's because of you.
It's me. Yeah.
Right. I mean, we're suddenly cast as the third party in there. And why is all this happening? Well, because I'll just be that third party. And they could look and say, wouldn't it be crushing if both father and son said, this is because of you. But that's what we're willing to do.
But how beautiful for people like Paul to later come to this realization.
Yes. Right.
Or Jesus' brother. I always imagine James as like, Mr. Messiah.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
then later becomes really the first leader of the church in Jerusalem.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine when James, remember 1 Corinthians 15 gives us that long list of appearances to James. You generally think that's to his brother.
Right.
Boy, that had to be a startling moment.
Don't you think?
I mean,
this might be the point. James is thinking, look at he's in Jerusalem.
No,
see,
no.
We warned him. We warned him for 3 years.
Don't go there.
And we even tried to get him out of those houses where he was teaching, and he just kept it up and kept it. I knew something like this was going to happen, and then a few days later,
boom. I wonder what do you say? See, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure James was Spun around.
Had to
and I
be.
always wondered, too, did James in some way remind people of Jesus? You know, did the brothers have a mannerism?
Oh, there you go.
You know, I'm not saying physically.
Yeah, yeah.
But a mannerism or
Yeah,
a
yeah.
manner of speaking. I don't know. We have
Oh,
no
that's
idea.
good.
We have no idea. But
Yeah.
it would lend itself to being the leader of the church.
It really would.
You know, I don't have your brother, but we have you.
But you remind me of.
Yeah, exactly. This has nothing to do, of course, so often we have nothing to do. Reminds me, I was at a church, and they were recounting the history of this church. And one of the episodes, many, many decades before, had been the sad, unexpected death of the pastor. And he had died, and the funeral was in that church. There you go.
Yep.
And what made it memorable was that they didn't know he had a absolute twin brother until the brother walked into the funeral.
We knew Pastor was good.
Holy moly! I mean, you think about the ripple of astonishment going right up to the front, oh boy!
And you know that brother could have used that.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
He could have ended up being one of those TV preachers.
Yeah. Oh, he really could have.
Could have had a jet and a limousine.
You know, exactly. I got a few last words to say to you people.
Oh.
But no, true story. I mean, I know the pastor of that church, and it was in the records and such. And you know, that's why when you go, you and I have done this many times. When you go to preach at an anniversary or something, you want to find out the church story, the history a little bit, because. You got a story like that, man. You tell me you're not going to use it. Oh, God.
Yeah. But then there are some.
No. That's
the third rail.
Right, exactly.
Don't touch that.
And it's usually pretty easy to tell because Pastor so-and-so gets this much room in the church history. That third rail guy, right there.
Yeah.
You know?
No, he's not.
2 sentences.
And it's installed on this date, took a call on this date.
That's all. Don't ask.
The dash, something happened.
Yeah, and don't ask.
During the dash.
Yeah, as much curiosity as we have, just keep on going.
We prefer
bounce over to the next.
We
guy.
prefer that you ignore that.
Right. The real problem is do we keep the picture in the line? That's hard. I will leave that to the wisdom of the congregation.
You know, in
tough.
some instances, that caused all the pictures to come down.
Oh,
since we can't put that guy up.
You know, there's that.
Let's just take them all down.
And really, there's only so much value. I'm trying to remember. I don't think, and if any of my friends and wonderful folks from Butternut are watching, I don't know. I don't think we ever put the pictures up. I don't think there's a picture
of the
me.
pastors.
Yeah, in Butternut. I don't think so. I was there 12 years, but I don't think. Well, of course, maybe after I left, then they started saying, now we can put up pictures. But no, we didn't have that. We didn't have a gallery. Yeah, although I kind of like them.
Yeah.
I mean, the old guys look so severe. Those guys from 1910.
Isn't it? If they ever smiled.
Boy. No way would any 8th grade boy dare to cross them in confirmation.
Oh, no. No.
They look pretty severe.
Yeah, they had corporal punishment, and in some cases, maybe capital.
We never heard from Johnny again.
Yeah, there you go.
He was gone. You know, but then the guys in the 70s discovered plaids, you know, and earth tones and just
those polyester pants.
Oh yeah. And the glasses got really big,
real big. White belt.
Yeah,
white shoes.
That's right. Yeah, if you want to get the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good, and they're smiling.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of happiness in the 70s, early 80s.
They are smiling. They made it through the seminary.
Well, it's good that we don't have our pictures.
We made it through the seminary in the 70s.
And gave them great hope. Well, if those 2 guys could get through, by golly, anybody can make it through the sem.
I actually had a confirmation kid tell me he's going to be a pastor because I see how you do it, and I can do it better.
It can't be that. Oh, better even.
And he is a pastor now, and I'm here to tell you, he's doing it better.
Doing well. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I was holding my breath on that.
No, he's great.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
We went to Jesus. I think our time has kind of come to end, but we went to Jesus. We are not encouraging anyone to do these things.
You don't need to be plucking your eye out or cutting your hand off. No.
No one does that.
It's serious.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Sin is serious.
Right.
And I think what Jesus is saying, he's talking to a group of people who've been instructed for years, you gotta be good.
Right.
So Jesus said, okay, if you really want to do that, let's get rid of what causes you to be bad.
Right.
I mean, if you want to do this,
right.
All right.
If that's your path,
yeah,
you think your goodness is going to take you to eternal life.
Yep.
You're going to have to lighten the load.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's holding you back. Oh, get rid of it. That's holding you back.
You have to cut off your legs, your arms, pluck out your eyes, cut off your tongue, puncture your eardrums, and have a frontal lobotomy.
I was thinking even memory is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Everything is a problem.
Yep.
There's not much left.
No.
Or deciding that's not the path, you go to Jesus.
Well, there you go.
Gather at the cross.
Yeah.
Come to Easter and hear good news.
Yeah.
He's risen for you.
Yeah.
And he walks with us every day.
You either live in punishment or you live with praise.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, our theme this Sunday coming up in River of Life is don't go it alone. And the positive is it takes two. You're not going to make this journey by yourself.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I kind of like that theme. Don't go it alone.
Yeah.
I'm going to gather a bunch of verses just about the closeness of Jesus to us.
Yeah.
Hand these out with our bulletins and say, just here, put this on your fridge. Put this on the bedside.
Nice.
You know, don't go it alone.
You're
And
always good at leaving people with something to ponder, something to apply. You do a great job of helping people apply the scripture and the sermon to Monday and Tuesday.
Well,
and Wednesday.
thank
you do a great job with that.
Well,
I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. A short little phrase kind of helps.
And you are such a good preacher. Every time I wake up, I feel bad.
Dang, I missed it. But don't worry, Andy is live streaming us and recording. So come to River of Life.
There you
We're
go.
there. Andy's got us down. Oh, sounds good. Hey, I think we have extended our time to Andy's satisfaction.
Yep, he's given us a stink eye.
Right, exactly. You'll only have to cut out half of this, and
yep.
we'll make it. And so we want to say thank you again. And you've been with us in a challenging text. We got another challenging one coming, but a challenging text. But you know what? In the end, come to Jesus, and there's our hope. There's our answer.
Excellent. What a great tease. Join us next week for a challenge.
Right.
That's good.
Which will end up with going to Jesus.
Always.
Always. There you go.
Thanks for being with
Thank
us.
you.
God bless.